Ladies and gentlemen, a short view back to the past. Anyway, hello. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm just freestyling, bro. Yo, I got this Streamlabs controller. It's pretty dope. I can turn everything on just with my phone, which is kind of cool. I've still got fucking no joke up on there. Do we keep it up? Do we leave it off? I'll let chat decide that. Which means it will stay off because no one will give an answer, I'm sure. Desktop audio, that's probably something that needs to be on. Let's turn that on. That sounds helpful. I think that's what I just did. I believe so. Alright, how is everyone? Oh, let's not drop my phone. Let's have a look. Let's not bother with that. Telemetry, no, I'm not El Jacko, I'm not a bozo. We don't have a telemetry on yet, that's what we want. And yeah, broadcast will do for now. Okay. Debating whether to turn the camera on, I don't know. But then I'd have to turn the light on as well. I don't know. These are all things that I don't know. Wow! It's an Avatari and it's driving. Epic. Ray Lobo is on an outlap. Who's the furthest forward of all the guys at the moment? I believe that's this dude. Scavney. Dace, how... Bruh. Dace has joined, guys. This guy is that slow that he can't even be in the lobby on time. He probably joined the lobby on time, but he's so bad that he managed to not just spin on track like he usually does, but he span himself out of the lobby. That's typical Dace behaviour. I've got some really nice garlic bread that I'm scanning right now. Crunch, baby. A little bit late there to get on the power was Scavney, but this is only a bank lap and he is on the medium tyre, so I wouldn't read too much into this lap time, but we'll watch it regardless. Dace retires from the... What is that guy doing? And he's like, what are you, bruh? I mean, that looked outside of track limits, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to eat more garlic bread. What on earth is Dace doing? Like, seriously. I hope something serious hasn't happened. Imagine I'm just sat here like Dace is a bozo and he's actually left because, like, I don't know, the entire state of Indiana has just been, like, nuked. Though I'm not sure if that... Uh-oh. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck is going on now? I hate this game, man. This is so fucking stupid. Got a lobby restart for whatever fucking reason. I hate the fucking Codemasters, man. M. Galloway says, I ain't got no time for this. I ain't got time for this. As if he's doing anything else at this time of night. On a freaking, what are we, Wednesday for the US? Thursday for me. Because I'm a trooper. I don't even know where to go. Where do I even go? Do I just watch on as these guys get practice? Well, we've got an invite, but I mean, nobody else is going to be joining. Considering these guys are still out there on track, vibing. I mean, what has caused a lobby restart, for God's sake? Genuinely, like, come on. We're like a minute into qualifying. What happened is what I shall ask in Discord. The people must know. I'll edit that comment and I'll put the question mark at the end, because you've got to use correct pronunciation. What am I talking about? Bruh, Lightwork, can you read, my brother? Can you read? Everyone, lobby restart. Why we... Bruh, really? I'm hoping what Lanzi said was a joke. He said that we're restarting just because Dace DC'd, which isn't a valid reason to leave, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Oh no. Meanwhile, Dace is talking about how a bird is creepy. Let's get this, you know what, we've got fucking time. Yeah, come on, Orlando, shed some light on this situation. That's so ludicrous, man. One dude can't have his shit working. Okay. Well, let's show you this weird ass bird that Dace is talking about anyway, because I mean, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I want to name it image 334. Oh, of course, it doesn't work. For whatever reason, I just can't save Discord images on my PC. They just don't work. I have to take a screenshot and then save the screenshot. Why won't it take a screenshot? Oh, okay, no, it will. Cool. I get to draw the box on the screen. Are we cooking? And then I can hit save on this, and then I can add it on the thing. How do I... there we are. Save. What do we save it as? Dace bird. Maybe Dace finds the bird so creepy because maybe it's like a bird that eats fish. Media file. I think that's the right one. No, it's not. We're going to add an image. Silly me. Add a new source. I'm not going to bother naming it because we're never going to use this again. You guys can just see a black screen at the moment. I do apologise for that. There we are. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, that's also not what I wanted to do. There we are. Everybody. Ops on this bird. What we saying? What we saying? Anyway. What are we saying? What are the ops on this bird? What are the bird opinions? There were two images, but I mean, I'm not saving both of them because you guys would have had to look at a black screen for even longer. That being said, you're not really looking at anything now anyway. We've just got the lobby. Garlic bread at almost 3 AM is an interesting choice. Well, that wasn't an opinion about the bird, so I'm not sure if it even warrants a response, because this is a serious channel here discussing bird ecology, okay? This is avian sciences. If somebody's just like tuning in now for the first time, they've just opened the stream now and they just see the lobby and just like a random ass bird just taking up a third of the screen. remove. Yeah, I put the garlic bread in, and then like 2 minutes before the end, I took it out and I put cheese on it and I put it back in. That was a divine choice. That was worth me burning my fingers like 3 times. It was worth it. It was some very nice garlic bread. Because I went downstairs, I was like, what the hell can I eat? And so I was like, I'll look in the freezer. And then I was like, well, I've got 10 minutes till coleslaw cook. And then these things were like, we take 8 minutes to cook. I'm like, I bet. In you go. That was some good scran. That was some good scran. I just hope, like, we don't go to have dinner tomorrow. My mum's like, what? Where's the garlic bread? I'll be like, I've got no idea. Just don't watch back the coleslaw cup stream that you don't know even exists. Anyway. Oh yeah, there's one more thing that I need to do. You're right. That is a bird. We just need to make one change really quickly. Done, and then unhide. Beautiful. That should show up. Oh, okay, it needs moving. Alright, I see. No, we don't want to move the entire stream. That's what I'm going to do. VTech, suck a dick, my guy. I've been in this lobby for 10 minutes. Stop sending me invites, you fucking clown. Oh wait, no, that says fuck no days. No. Ah. Fuck days. Done. There we go. Hashtag fuck days. That's an interesting precedent for the rest of the season, though, and for future seasons. And I mean, that invite from VTech is definitely him watching the stream and deciding to continue inviting me because I've told him not to. But there we are. It's fucking VTech, so what else can you expect? Oh, anyway, we restarted for a driver. We've lost at least one. Here we go. I should probably remove that bird. Should I just keep him there the whole time? Where can he go? Can I hide him somewhere? Where's the bird going? Image 2. That's... Oh, no, I don't want to hide him. Can I move? I'd see, I don't think I can move him around on the mobile app. See, that's the issue. Jonathan Dunk left, Light Work left, and M. Galloway left. Alright, where are we putting this damn bird? VTech, I will overhead kick you in the face. Go away. Well, I mean, you're not the lead there. What about, can he fit up there? Make him small. Hell yeah, baby. Now this is the upper echelon of streaming. Of absolute... You don't get this in F1 esports, do you? Hey? I mean, say what you want. You don't get this in F1 esports. This is top quality. I mean, this is just wonderful, isn't it? This is just absolutely fantastic. So no matter what happens, if Dace wants to rewatch this race, he has to see fuck Dace in the corner of the screen the entire time, along with a bird. Picture of a bird. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 21st century. Okay, this is the marvels of technology that we can do this. I, from the other side of a freaking ocean, can make you see a bird. This is what hundreds of thousands of years of human evolution have culminated in. This is the pinnacle. You get to listen to Waffling Will. See a picture of a bird. And hashtag fuck days. Because hashtag fuck days. And here goes Scavney. Let's hit Control X on my keyboard and see if a soundboard comes up, because this hasn't worked for the last 2 races for whatever fucking reason. And again, it doesn't work. Oh! It works! It didn't work initially, and then it was like, hold up, I'm finna work now. Sweet. Yo, we've got everything going on. This is pretty dope. Well, Scavney, one of the first out, if not the first out, yet again. That Ferrari, a little bit iffy, I'm not sure. I mean, he was off the race line, I suppose, by the time that Scavney got to him, but that is a little bit off-putting. Though Scavney is on the mediums anyway. So. Interesting line by Ada. Shreya goes purple in Sector 1. What's Calibub doing? Will he go purple in Sector 1? He will not. Where does Scavney end up as he crosses the line? Surely P1, because it's physically impossible for him to be anywhere other than P1. Who is going to cross the line soon? This dude. Who is it? It's DC Manaman. I think he might be starting a lap though. He is. Hightower, is he on an outlap? I don't believe so. He is on a hot lap, and he is also on the mediums. I don't know. I feel like this is just because people are on the outlaps, but maybe they do prefer the medium. I mean, I know this was a thing a couple games ago. The medium tyres wouldn't be quicker over the course of a lap, but at certain tracks like Singapore, as Shreya goes fastest. And Calibub quickly knocks him off the top spot. At tracks like Singapore, you would actually wear the tyres and get the tyres so hot as well. It was a big factor. Over the course of a lap that you lost a lot of grip in Sector 3. And it was actually quicker to not go as fast in Sector 1. To keep the temps and the wear down and then nail Sector 3. That's just an interesting little caveat. I mean, Hungary is one of those tracks with quite high tyre temperature potential as well if you don't set your car up properly for it. So ADUB takes the top spot, but I'm not suggesting for a moment that people are purposefully wanting to set their fastest times on mediums, because I don't think that's the case. And I think the softs are definitely going to be quicker over the course of a lap. What's Ray Lobo doing? He's vibing. Cool, he's letting somebody go by. Hightower doing the same to let VTech go past. VTech is coming into the pits. Lanzi takes P1 with a 1:15.7, 0.6 of a second faster than the previous quickest time. I swear to God, if Dace crashes out of this race, that guy needs to get a race ban. Get him out of here, bro. It's over. Some may say it's even Jova. Lanzi may even say that it's Shadover, but I am not for 1 second saying that it's Shadover. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's not Shadover. It's Cairo. He moving fast, but he misses the apex there, nearly runs wide, but manages to keep it just within the lines, but that would have lost him a little bit of time. He would have preferred to cut much more over the inside curbing there. Through the chicane he goes, a little bit deep there, but not too bad. Gets the traction on the curbing on the outside, and needs to try and carry the speed through these S's. You can tell it's Coleslaw Cup because out of nowhere I've started to develop a bit of a cold. Don't know why. I've been fine for the past 2 weeks. It's rather interesting. Perhaps I have such a strong coleslaw allergy. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, through the final corner goes Cannibal across the line up into P2. Goodness gracious me. Ray Lobo crosses the line, can't improve from P9. Edwin has invalidated his lap time, he will not be improving either. We are now, Scavney is on an outlap. Calirub just set his time. We've got Slayerized here. We've got Shriek Coleslaw also on an outlap. So I think Scavney is going to be the next driver to start a hot lap. Though, yep, that is correct. What can Scavney do? I mean, he'll want to do a lot better than P8. Obviously, that was set on the medium tyres. Now on the softs. Let's try and talk us through this lap if my sinuses allow it. Again, not taking all of the curb that you can take on the inside, but still enough for a purple Sector 1, which, I mean, would make sense considering that corner is not in Sector 1. Takes a much tighter line over the first apex than Calibub did on the lap that we spectated of him. Still trying to continue the speed through, but he's got his line all wrong there. I thought that might have been the case when he didn't get tight enough to the first apex of the S's, which set him up for struggling to keep within the lines in Sector 2, but he's still up on the time and he nails that corner as well. Still pushing is Scavney, and he took those last few corners pretty damn perfectly. Can he nail the traction out of the final corner? DRS wide open across the line he goes up into P4. Still around 0.8 of a second off the time of the Orlando Magic. But here comes Calirub. He would very much like to take provisional pole position. He's currently 0.5 away from it as Shriek Coleslaw puts himself up into P2, another 0.4 of a second away from Lanzi's Red Bull. But Calirub really carrying some speed through those corners. Lanzi on an outlap as he looks to set another lap time and hopefully try and clinch, oh no, pole position. See, Dace will probably be clenching when he spins, but nothing will save him from the spin. Across the line goes Calirub by 1:16.12, which I think was already his fastest time. He's not improved, I don't think. Some yellow flags as all sorts of shenanigans occur. But we do still have 8 minutes left of this session, so not in a rush just yet. I feel like maybe like, I mean, we have what, is it 18 minutes or 15 minutes this qualifying? I think it's 18. I'm pretty sure it's 18. Might be completely off. Maybe like 12 would be a good amount. Obviously you can't customize that because that would make too much sense. As Dace sets the provisional pole time, only beating Lanzi's time though by a couple of hundredths of a second. Definitely within reach of Lanzi considering the track evolution since he set that lap time, so we'll have to watch on board. He takes a much better line over the first apex than Scavney did earlier on, but still not perfect through those S's. He may have even lost a bit of time to his previous best. Takes a very different line again to Calirub through that right-hander. Interesting how he's much less tight to the inside than Scavney was as well. And through that corner, and through the final corner he goes, not using much curve on the exit, but on the run up to the line, and no, can't improve. Okay, so maybe he did just really nail that other lap. We will see, or perhaps he just made a mistake on that last one. We don't know. That's the thing. Slayerized is out of fuel. The question is, do I have a sound on here to bully someone who's run out of fuel? That wasn't track limits, that was naughty. What else we got? When the stewards see Slayerized going off track. Edwin 115.4. This race nearly had hashtag fuck Edwin as the title, but then it didn't because Dace deserves it more.
Do you know the way?
This is the way. What else have we got going on? Vuvuzelas from the 2010 World Cup. Not sure about that one.
Peter, the horse is here.
Wow.
Oh my god!
He does not fox smash my door.
He does not fox smash my door.
We could put our own. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're doing that. Hell yeah, we're doing that. That was amazing. Thank you, thank you. We're doing that. We're doing that at the start of the race. I don't even care. I do not care. We're doing that. We're making our own starting lights and then our... That's how every Coleslaw Cup race should start from now, actually. That's absolutely stupendous. So we see VTEC enter the pits. So Hightower and Ray Lobo, the only two drivers out on track currently, as Hightower actually makes his way through turn 1 to start his hot lap, the DRS wide open down the very short straight that you get out of turn 1 up onto the one up to turn 2. Unless that kink is classed as turn 2, I'm not entirely sure, because I mean obviously in Austria there's a similar sort of thing, though I think it's a slightly more acute angle. And it's actually turn 2, even though it's just sort of a curve. I don't know. I don't have a track map, and I don't really care enough. But I mean, it's an interesting thing to consider, I suppose. Gives me something to talk about, at least. Hightower, why don't you give me something to talk about, and let it not be that like me talking about how you're slow or something, and it looks like he's going slowly. Never mind. Well, you know. Ray Lobo is cruising around, trying to recharge his battery and go for another run, perhaps. Because I don't think he'll have time to pit now and get back out. It'll be close, but I don't think he'll be able to do it. I'm pretty sure he will be able to do it, actually. I don't know. Maybe he will. See, everybody just waiting now. Waiting for the perfect time to go out. We see movement from Lanzy's pit box there as well. Oh, goodness me. I hope that was understandable. Oh my fucking lord, what have I just fucking witnessed? Oh my fucking Christ. I pardon my language, but holy macaroni. I mean, I need to add him in Discord and tell him I'm getting on board for that. Be embarrassed. Be embarrassed. This guy's about to get cyber bullied, and he 100% deserves it. Okay, who's further forward? Lanzy is, so we'll follow Lanzy. Edwin's still in the pits, he's going to leave it really late. I'm looking down at my phone that has the live stream on, and I really do think that bird adds a lot to this broadcast. It's character. Character, that's what I'll say. Yeah, absolutely, it does add character to the broadcast. Edwin better leave his box pretty soon. He has, actually. He's coming through turn 1 now. He's timed that pretty well. He'll have quite a lot of breathing room if he wants to go for a slow out lap, though, of course. He wouldn't want to go too slowly and freeze those tyres. I'd say freeze those tyres off, but the tyres aren't coming off unless you're Slayerized. Who, if I saw the user count, the number count just go up there on the viewers. If you want, feel free to go back about 40 seconds and watch what Slayer Eyes just did, because it was hilarious. And he doesn't deserve to get away with it. Lanzi really ambitious on the brakes into turn 1. I'm not sure it's quite worked. But he's certainly not going to give up. Oh, yeah, he's really pushing, and I'm not sure if it's the right approach. As across the timeline he goes, and he hasn't set a purple sector 1. I thought he may get a track limits there. He's managed to keep it within the track limits, but the question is, did he have to lift off and slow down more than he otherwise would have in order to avoid that track limit warning? Because if that's the case, that can cost you a lot of time. Dace is behind him pushing as well. That looked really good though from Lanzi. He really nailed that. The game says it's purple. I don't believe the game. What's lap data I went on? Probably should have had that on the whole time. Sharir's up, Lanzi's up 0.3 of a second, which is enough to take provisional pole just at this moment in time. But you'd think he'd need more because Edwin will surely improve. Lanzi does not take provisional pole. He loses a lot of time in that last corner, and you can see how annoyed he is about it. Dace jumps back up to P2, but it's not enough. Enough? That's a new way of spelling enough. It's not enough to take pole position. Coleslaw, what can he do? He is up on his time as well. At least he was the last time. We got to see the timing data in the top right hand side of the screen. I hope you guys can see that actually, because there is a bird there. Across the line he goes, does not improve, is 2/100ths of a second slower than his previous best time. Kellerop does improve up into P4. Edwin is on a push lap. Ray Lobo is not. Scavney is not either. Cynical is 2/10 up on his time. DRS open. He crosses the line, jumps up to P5 to make sure Coleslaw down to P6. Pole position is confirmed for GSR Edwin, who is not pushing. He's 3 seconds off his best time, so he's just taking it easy. He's chilling out. He's vibing. He's relaxing. He don't care anymore. He know he got it in the bag. Dace starting alongside him, who will hopefully DNF into turn 1 because hashtag fuck Dace. Actually, maybe we don't want him to... Oh, goodness me. Maybe we don't want him to DNF at turn 1, because it would be a lot funnier if he DNF'd on, like, lap 27. But... yeah. There you guys go. That is your confirmation. The final grid starting order will be GSR Edwin on pole, Dace in P2, Lanzi P3, with Kellyrob in P4, Cynical P5, Sharir Coleslaw P6 in the Haas, and Scavney behind him in P7. Then we have A-Dub in P8. Then we've got the two McLaren drivers of Slayerized and VTEC in 9th and 10th place respectively. 11th is Hightower with Ray Lobo behind him in 12th, and 13th is DMC Manaman 15. There you go guys, that is your order for qualifying. Brought to you by a creepy bird, hashtag fuck days. This broadcast is sponsored by Creepy Bird. Creepy Bird, the #1 solution for all your Dace creeping out needs. That was a decent enough ad voice. The new Ford Raptor. See? Hire me. I need to put that on my LinkedIn for real. For real. GSR Edwin, he's looking through the binoculars. He's looking around. But no matter where he looks, he can't find a Puerto Rico flag to add to his driver profile. 'Tis a shame. Anyhow, 13 drivers will be starting the race. DC Manaman doesn't need tyres because he's cool. Anything happen on the race director? I didn't get to see anyway. Good thing is I can now look at my phone and see if anything popped up. No, just speeding in the pit lanes I think. Though it was only up for a split second, so I really couldn't tell. Oh, I'm tired. Goodness me. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me, I am very tired. Hightower and Lansey in their garages as well. We see them nearby, but without the presence of the T-posing mechanics. Where are they? Where are the T-posing mechanics? I mean, what am I supposed to do? My life is incomplete without the goats. Nothing is going on in Discord, I don't believe. Though I got a message from Lansey. Lansey's a strange guy. If he's making a comment about Midwest, I disagree. If he makes a comment about literally anything else, I agree. Anyway. Do you want to know some breaking news is Nicky64, the snaky bastard, was supposed to apologise to someone for something that he did. I don't fucking know, but he didn't. What a knobhead. Can we all just appreciate? Hashtag Nicky's a knob. Let's get that one trending, but I mean hashtag fuck Dace is more important. Look, I mean, he can turn around and say it was completely unnecessary for me to make that comment on a broadcast, but also, what are you going to talk about if you have to sit there waiting for players, in quotation marks there, that's Codemaster's reasoning, and, yeah, what are you going to do? Because I tell you what I'm going to do, I'm just going to insult everyone, so, fuck you. Anyway, I hope this stream wasn't intended to be family friendly. I think the plot on a graph, the level of like swearing over the course of like the past 2 seasons, and how it's like gradually just increased race upon race as we have 3, 4, 5 red lights. Wait, it's lights out and away we go? I didn't even get to do the thing because formation lap is off. Oh no, oh, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Edwin leads into turn 1, Dace P2. We even got a clap on there at the end because I accidentally moved the thing down. Lansey P3. He may find himself under pressure from Calibob though, as he got a little bit of oversteer in the traction zone of turn 1. We've got Cynical trying to sneak a move down the inside of Scavney. Shreer Coleslaw and A-Dub are side by side. They do tap. A-Dub on the soft tyres has the advantage over Shreer Coleslaw in terms of the initial grip. Shreer does have VTEC to his right hand side, but he backs off. He's got DC Manaman down his inside, and DC Manaman pronto Spinella. Let's get the... It had to be done. Edwin leads from Dace. Lansey hot on his tail and Calibob just behind them. Dace definitely ran wide there, and if I don't see freaking shaking my damn head. See, Codemasters won't get behind the... But why am I now stuck on... Maybe that. Why am I now stuck on the race director? Hey guys, look. Yeah. See, look, I've got an issue. Let's restart the lobby. What am I supposed to do? What am I actually supposed... Am I supposed to leave the lobby here now? Am I, like, supposed to leave the lobby? There's fighting going on and I can't watch it because this game is terrible. Am I doing something wrong? I don't think I am. I mean, I'm hitting the back button. You can hear it making a noise. So the game is acknowledging that I'm hitting the back button. It just doesn't care. I mean, I can't even bring up the pause menu to like leave the lobby. Who made this game? I've not coded anything in like 6 years, and I could fucking make a better game than this. I can't even pick 2 pairs of the same socks in the morning, and I could make a better game than this. This is a joke. This whole company is a joke. This game franchise is a joke. Dace is a joke. I have no choice, I don't think, but to close the app completely. I don't see any other choice. So I'm going to throw the starting soon screen up. I'm going to turn the music right down. The desktop audio, I'm going to leave myself on so you can hear my incredible voice. And then we have to close that down, we've got no choice. And then hope that the frickin' bloody invites still work. Good job VTech sent me 2 million of them. Like fucking EA's brah. Okay. Now we hope and pray that we can get back in. Yeah. Gotta love the fact that Codemasters just can't make a freaking game that works. I don't expect the best game in human history, man, but I goddamn expect it to work. And you can't. That's the first hurdle. The first hurdle is making a game that actually works, and you can't do that. I mean, what's even the point? Oh, goodness gracious me. How the hell these people have jobs still, I just will never understand. They are cruising hard off of like the F1 2020 and F1 2021 cred. I mean, because they've just pumped out straight garbage for the past like 3 years. And I'm sure they're very nice people, but they're also incompetent buffoons. So, you know, there's that. I mean, you know, we could probably get on quite well, to be fair. But I mean, are we working? I mean, if I load in and I can still see that race director menu, I swear to God. Spectator mode. There we are. Got to get everything set back up again. Because of course we do. I mean, you'd love to see it, don't you? Anyway, Edwin has Dace just under a second behind him, though it was over a second at the DRS detection point, as he does not have the DRS. And unless there was some sort of virtual safety car or something, I don't know. We don't know, do we? We'll never know. And oh, that's a fight. A-Dub on the outside of Cynical looks to cut back on the inside, and Cynical has fallen for that like a bloody bozo. They even look like they're going to tap a little bit there. They're going to be side by side. A-Dub is forced to cut the track a little bit there, and Cynical might find himself under a bit of pressure from behind, though he just turns in like the car behind isn't there, and off goes Sharia into the wall. Oh, that's a virtual safety car. I hate to be cynical, but the Alfa Romeo driver is on a killing spree. Ayo! Well, it's fortunate for Shrek also, at least, as he'll be able to pit and get a new wing and tyres and lose slightly less time than he otherwise would have, but the race is pretty much over for him anyway. Edwin started on the mediums. You'd expect him to go long, but he's using this opportunity to pit, and he's going to go to hard tyres that he is going to, I'd imagine, try and take for the rest of this race. And Lanzi picks up a drive-through penalty, speeding under the virtual safety car. He's furious with himself. I don't know what he's doing there exactly, but there we go. Cannibal gets past him as well. Behind them we have A-Dub and Cynical and Slayerized, who crashed in qualifying. Let's not forget. Instant replay! Now I wish I could do that. If I could do that, I would do that. Here's Shuey Coleslaw. He's finally made his way back to the pits. Also going for the hard tyres until the end of the race, his teammate Ray Lobo not having much more fun than him. He's in P12 on the back of VTech, who has just gotten past him. What's going on further up the field? Not too much as of yet. Lanzi is just... I mean, he's just doing his thing. He's not very happy, I don't think. Which is understandable. Very much so. Who is really happy these days, though? I don't know. Lanzi's having a right old time. And, we're lucky he's a very controlled individual. Otherwise, you know, he may have ginneted himself into the wall. He picks up a 5-second time penalty, no doubt intending to retire in the pits. And yeah, there we go. That's very much unfortunate. You hate to see it. That's a Dace-esque error there for sure. Lanzi, of course, leaves the session, and his car will soon retire itself, I'm sure. And it is doing that as here, ahead of VTEC. He pulls over to the side of the road. Another thing with co-masters, you know, people pull into the pits to retire. Instead of retiring the car from the pits, they make it drive back out, drive for half a sector, and then pull over and cause a yellow flag. Because that's completely necessary. I mean, goodness gracious me. Aye. Anyway, watching on board with Cynical, who has another victim in his sights. Another potential victim, shall say. Let's not be cynical here. Oh, you know what's coming, guys. I'm going to do it every single time. I don't care that it's not funny. That's never stopped me before, and it will never stop me in future. Cynical can look to attack AW now. He lifts off a little bit there. Decides to take a wide line, no doubt hoping to get a better exit than AW, and it looks like it's working because they're almost side by side coming off the corner. DRS wide open as well for Cynical. Will he go down the inside? No, he thinks better of it. Lifts off like a scaredy cat. VTEC picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He is just vibing, ladies and gentlemen. There's a fight going on here, though, with Ray Lobo and Hightower. Side by side are the Haas and Red Bull drivers, but not anymore. Hightower is certainly stuck behind Ray Lobo for the time being, though he would like to make his way past him on a run up the hill. But soon realises that that's an absolutely ludicrous idea that can only be pulled off by the most elite of drivers, such as Willis Grant. And yeah, he's staying behind for now. Cynical does not want to stay behind AW for much longer, and Slayer Eyes does not want to stay behind Cynical much longer either. It looks like those soft tyres finally starting to degrade, and it's not helping AW's pace. And if Cynical didn't have the DRS from Slayer Eyes, I dare say he'd be overtaken, but instead he is trying to do the overtaking here as he makes his way alongside AW retaining the position into the corner. And Cynical has to go the long way around, and it's a straight drag race to the next corner, but with Cynical having the DRS, it is advantage to the Alfa Romeo. AW wants to try and hold it out around the outside, but that soon turns to the inside for the next corner, and AW can't quite carry the speed. Slayer Eyes on the back of them, but unable to make his way past due to the nature of this circuit, and we have another fight here. Ray Lobo on the outside, Hightower on the inside, and Hightower's made his way past, and Ray Lobo hasn't made his way around Hightower. He's actually made his way around his own front wing with his rear tyres. And, I mean, it wasn't a full spin, but you're getting it anyway, because fuck you. Haha. Don't really mean that. I think he seems alright, the person. I just say that to everybody, because, you know, fuck everybody. We vibing. We chilling. Home run, baby. Now, can AW repass Cynical at the first time of asking as we get to the pit straight, also the longest straight on the track by a considerable margin? It doesn't look like AW is going to get anywhere near, unfortunately, though he's going to get pretty near under braking. Blooming heck. Bloody naughter, A-Dub. Whoa! I jumped on board with Calibop at the right time. Oh, I don't get nervous, but getting a little bit shaky. Slayrized all of a sudden, struggling to keep within the DRS of the car ahead, after looking threatening earlier on. He is now under threat from Edwin on those hard tyres, who does not want to get stuck behind this traffic for very long. He wants to make his way past and continue putting in laps to win this race, and I hope he does, because hashtag fuck days. You already know. Let's get it trending, baby. Not wise of Edwin to pass just yet, I suppose. I want to use the DRS down the main straight to get an extra little helping of straight line speed. And looks like Slayrise is not going to be able to get the DRS. What is... Guys, you've got to stop setting me up for these. Come on, like, I like the challenge, I like the uncertainty. He didn't even give Edwin the DRS, for God's sake. What? Why? Edwin, though, rapidly going to be closing in on A-Dub now as well, but A-Dub will not be easy to pass considering he has the DRS from Cynical. But will he still have the DRS when we get to this point on the next lap? Because Cynical is pulling a gap there. Cynical, with those medium tyres, certainly gaining the advantage over A-Dub, who is also at a disadvantage to the car behind on fresh hards. A-Dub runs wide, 3-second time penalty for him. Shreya only get past their eyes due to a pit stop. I thought maybe we had some action on track there. Didn't look at the track map. Needed to clear my throat once more. Epic moment. A-Dub is going to be struggling to keep within the DRS of Cynical, but I think he might well just do it unless Edwin can really put the pressure on here. Edwin is just so much quicker, and he should find his way past A-Dub rather easily at the first time of asking, and then he will keep within the DRS of Cynical as well. So pretty freaking good there from Edwin. He's now only 14 seconds behind the leader as well, so he is standing in good stead. He's got a full battery as well, which he's now using to his advantage. He wants to get past Cynical at the first point of asking. Doesn't want to use the second bite of the cherry of the DRS here to get past. He's just going to use that to increase his own top speed, whilst having the move done. Goodness me, I'm struggling. Right. Where are we? Where were we? 8 seconds, I believe, is the gap. No, it's 8.8 seconds, I suppose, if you want to be pedantic. Pedantic is a good word. It is a good word. Do you know what else is a good word? Facetious. Facetious is a great term. I love that word, facetious. Anybody in chat have a favourite word? I do. Bonus points if anybody can guess what my favourite word is. This wasn't even a joke, this is just my favourite word. I want to see some attempts. Come on, let's breathe some life into this. Edwin, he is gaining on Calibop rather quickly, and he's dropping Cynical even more quickly. And yeah, A-Dub is well outside of the DRS as well now, and yeah, it's Hungary, so I mean, you know, everybody seems to love Hungary. Yeah, it's quite fun on the game, I suppose. I mean, in real life, it's terrible. It's pretty freaking bad. Do you guys remember that qualifying session a few years ago when it was raining? That was pretty good. Daniel Ricciardo went out on the wets in Q2 in an attempt to get through to Q3, even though the writing was on the wall. He clearly wasn't, because the other guys had set their times like inters. But he went out anyway because he didn't have a choice, and he didn't get through. Doesn't feel like very long ago, but you think about it, it must have been quite a while ago, because he was in the Red Bull at the time. Those were the good old days. Ricciardo and Max Verstappen trying to chop freaking mangoes up on the roof of a Singapore hotel. I mean, what do they do now? What have we got now? Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly? What? Anyway, Dace is in the pits, so I mean that's pertinent information to the race. There's another good word. Pertinent. Everybody knows that practical is a word. But do you know that practicable is also a word? Aye. Well, I'm in the word corner. I'm like Susie Dent. We might have Dace Bent. Heh. But we've got Will Dent. That's what I'm talking about. Will Dent. Say an incorrect fact about words because I would never do that. Sector 2, we got yellow flags. It's Roy Lobo, Ray Lobo, who Wobo, where he go, off the track, wake me up before you go, because I'm not planning on going slow. Virtual safety car. Rather annoying for Dace, which is great news, because hashtag fuck Dace. It's a full course safety car now. Oh, this changes things. This changes things. We've got what? 6, 5, 11 seconds between Edwin and Dace. Bear in mind, Edwin will be able to yeet himself in the pit lane if he does decide to pit, which he is going to, I think. He can just go meow and pedal to the metal and ignore the delta here because he's coming into the pit lane, which will help him substantially, considering you also cut a bit of that corner as well. Callaweb is in, as is Cynical, as is Scavney. Surely to the medium tyres. Yes, he is. Dace will surely continue on. Dace does not continue on, so he's lost his one advantage that he did have over Edwin, which would have been track position. Unfortunately, the non-contact release is on, which would not be unfortunately usually because that is the right choice to make a lobby, but it just assisted Dace there, so hashtag fuck Dace. No one is talking about words in chat. It's rather disappointing. Must admit, hey Dub, where you going, buddy? What are you doing? He's a silly man. Does it better in the middle of the screen? We can do like... Oh, I love this so much. I'm having too much fun with this. What the hell? This is amazing, man. This is awesome. This is just the marvels of modern technology, man. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible, isn't it? It's positively stupendous. We've got to wait for the final McLaren of VTEC to catch up. This is what happens when you spend more time sending invites than you do actually practicing. So we have Callaweb leading the race, but he is on hard compound tyres. Behind him we have Edwin. Let's switch to the tyre view, which I think is on here. Probably isn't. It is. They are fresh hards for Callaweb, fresh mediums for Edwin, fresh hards for Cynical, fresh mediums for Scavney, fresh mediums for Dace, who is now on P5 and has lost all advantage that he did have. A-Dub, 1 lap old medium, so he's on fresh mediums. Slyrise on pretty fresh hards as well. DC Manamant on fresh mediums. Hightower fresh hards. Coleslaw fresh mediums, and VTEC pretty much fresh mediums. So it's a good little split of strategy as well. Not quite down the middle. It's about 2/3 in favour of the medium tyre, but some people going on sticking out with the hards here. So what is my prediction here? I would imagine that what we'll see is probably Edwin get past Callaweb at some point in the next sort of few laps. And when he does do that, I think he will drive away. I don't think the guys around him, I don't think there's anybody around him that has the pace to even try and threaten him all the way down until like Dace. Even then, Dace was slower. Also hashtag fuck Dace. So almost halfway through the race now as well, lap 16 of 35. We are under safety car conditions, of course, but the safety car will hopefully be in this lap. VTEC in P11 is just catching up to the rear of the field now. Hashtag fuck days. Come on, race control, call it. There we go. Beautiful. As if on command. Imagine if one guy could drive the safety car. That'd be cool. Imagine I do like the commentary as the spectator, but then safety car deployed, bang, a switch, and I'm a safety car. That would make it a lot more entertaining for the guys to watch as well, I suppose, although I may miss out on some pit stop details. I think it'd be worth it though. Drive the safety car around. Brake check Dace whenever he happens to be leading the queue. Anyway, Calliope is leading the queue currently, and he's gone, and he's not gotten a very good restart in comparison to Edwin behind, and Edwin may look to make this move already. I didn't think it would happen quite this quickly. Calliope will be struggling for temperature as well, in comparison to Edwin as well, being on the hard to compound of tyre, and Edwin goes right around the outside of him and into the lead. And Cynical is now putting the pressure on Calliope. Scavney's had a bad restart, and that's put him on the back foot, as well as Dace and A-Dub behind as well. DC Manaman picks up a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings on track limits. He joins the club that was previously occupied by just A-Dub. So A-Dub has some company, which is nice. And as I predicted, Calibrop already falling away from the back of Edwin. Yeah. Edwin, fastest lap of the race so far, at 118.3, which he will probably be on the next lap around as well, as he doesn't have to spend some time in turn 1 trying to get past Calirob. DC Manaman versus Slayerized is the current fight on track. McLaren versus Ferrari, and it's the Ferrari winning out, and he's even put Slayerized under pressure from Shavir Coleslaw, who wants to get this move done if he can. It's going to have to be around the outside, though. He is on the medium tyres. He does have the grip advantage. Slayerized tries to force him a little bit wide, but it just doesn't work. Not much Slayerized can do there in the face of an overwhelming grip advantage. Ah, goodness me. Hightower picks up a 3-second time penalty. The club is starting to fill up a bit. You can find me in the club. God, this is a long race, man. Dace struggling to get past Scavney, it would seem. Excellent. Insert Montgomery Burns. Look, he was like, I'm going to get past, and he was like, oh, no, never mind, no, I'm not. What a bozo. When will the DRS be enabled? Maybe it was last lap and I missed it, but I don't think it was. I think it will be this lap as we see Edwin cross the line, so about now. No? Yes? Edwin picks up a 1:17.8, as I predicted he would set the new fastest lap, and did. Dave gets past Scavney into turn 1. Scavney doesn't really have an answer for that either. Dace still in P4. He's going to have crashed the lobby, made 3 people leave, and then shit out a podium out of it, probably. Hashtag fuck Dace. What rolls off the tongue better, hashtag fuck Dace or hashtag fuck no joke? I feel like it's hashtag fuck no joke. Just because the depth of the U in fuck and then the depth of the U in jug just work so perfectly. Fuck no jug. Though fuck Dace rolls off the tongue because it's just, if you're saying Dace in a sentence, then the only valid sentence is fuck Dace, or Dace can't swim, or something along those lines. Oh, Dace can't stay within track limits as well. That's another thing that you can't seem to do. He can't hack it. What's he doing? if things stay this way, it will be a fantastic finish for Alfa Romeo, as well as a pretty good finish for Williams, at least as a team. Maybe not for Dace. I feel like Dace will be able to make this move on Cynical at some point now. Cynical may look to make the move on Calirob even, because Calirob's had a bad turn 1. The gap isn't too big between them, but he just settles in behind for the time being. VTEC. It's another virtual safety car. Oh my god, I'm going to jump off a bridge. I'm going to jump off a bridge. This is ludicrous. This is absolutely ridiculous. I want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean instead. That better not be a full safety car that's just driven out onto the track. I swear to fucking Allah. It says virtual safety car, because of course it does, because freaking Codemasters don't know their fucking arse and their tit. Oh no, it's, oh for God's sake, why man? It's a long enough race as it is, being Hungary, and being that we delayed starting, and then we decided to make a whole new freaking lobby. I'm transforming into a T-Rex. It's not even funny. I wonder if the other comms team are having fun. That's a thing now, by the way. I don't know. They existed. I don't know. Well, we're just chilling over here. I mean, this is obviously the superior stream to any other stream on planet Earth. There's nothing that you could be watching that is more entertaining than this stream right now. Yeah. It boggles the mind that we get what? We got 8 viewers at one point, I think we got up to, which is a lot for some reason. We got a lot. I don't know why, but we did. Maybe it was Fuck Dace, maybe it was the bird. Who knows? But we got quite a few people. Yet, literally like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, maybe even millions, watch golf. I can't understand it. It makes no sense how that is reality. What the hell? It's Jova, man. It's Jova. You could take a golf course, put a football pitch on it, stick a cricket ground on it, and like a rugby pitch, and then still have like 90% of it left to like build a cool forest or something. Like, come on. The two McLarens bringing up the rear of the field, the two papaya cars. See, I'm now sneezing. I'm allergic to doing comms on the Coastal Cup. I actually don't know what it is. It's actually incredible. I need to be like the focus of a scientific study. I really do. Because whatever causes this has not yet been identified by science. Not to mention that this room is fucking hot as balls. I swear to God, I fucking... Goodness gracious me. Ada was in P8. Look, I can hit 8 on my keyboard and we see Ada. Isn't that wild? Number 51. And we are racing. Sorry about that, guys. I had to just snort some crack to see if it would wake me up. Edwin leads into turn 1. The two Alfa Romeos behind, battling away for position. Cynical trailing his teammate currently. DC Manaman all over the back of Scavney. As we ride on board with hashtag #FuckDays. DC Manaman under threat from Shira Coleslaw behind as well. But fortunately for DC Manaman, this isn't a part of the track where you normally see overtakes. Ah, goodness me. VTEC gets past Slayerized in an attempt to prove me wrong, but I think it's more Slayerized made a mistake than anything else. A-Dub, though, is all over the back of Shria Coleslaw. He does deploy the ERS here. He wants to make this move, and then he wimps out on the brakes. Unbelievable. Dace as well, putting the pressure on Cynical. He would like to get past and take an undeserved podium. Hashtag #FuckDace. Yeah, even that bird is thinking #FuckDace. That's what he's thinking. Let's be honest here. We all know it. We all know that that's the case. Slayerized pits. I'd imagine he is looking to retire from this race, even though there'll probably be another safety car in about fucking 30 seconds. I swear to God, if there's now a safety car in 30 seconds, I want to jump out of the window. 11 laps remaining here at the Hungary ring as Dace gets a bit of a run on Cynical, but this would be a foolish place to make a move. Dace's overtake is on for some freaking reason. He's just forgotten to turn it off. Or perhaps he has a glitch where his overtake is stuck on. Perhaps he just doesn't notice it is Dace. I wouldn't put it past him to just not realise. But you can see the battery draining away. And the thing is with that as well, is you have so much more horsepower when you go to accelerate that while you're on traction, it really hurts your ability to get grip, and as well as just depleting your battery without gaining as much time or advantage as you would like to. Dace going to be fighting with one hand behind his back here now then with such low ERS levels, but it's not going to matter if Cynical does stuff like that. Cynical losing traction, but he does have the ERS to try and get back at Dace. I don't think it's going to help him enough though. The DRS enabled this lap, but of course Slayerized won't have it until the following lap. And by then it will likely be all too late. Cynical needs to try and stay close to Dace, but I don't see it happening. Hightower and VTEC are side by side. They do touch. VTEC comes out as the loser in that little skirmish. A-Dub to the inside, but not wanting to make a move, and it looked like he may even tap the rear of Sharia for a second there. Takes a rather interesting line over the curbing, but you do you, my friend. DC Manaman still putting the pressure on Scavney as well. He'd like to make his way past the Williams man and up into P5. A-Dub also putting the pressure on Sharia Coleslaw, as mentioned previously, and Sharia Coleslaw himself is now right on the back of DC Manaman as well, so we've got quite a tight battle in the midfield. And we also have Slayerized who's just vibing on hard tyres for some reason. You do you. VTEC and Hightower. Hightower is around. Oh, you guys. Shria Coleslaw and A-Dub fighting away. It looked like Shria Coleslaw had maybe gained the position, but then he didn't. He could look to make a move back down the inside. The laps are running out though. We only have around 10 minutes left of this race now, I'd imagine. Probably slightly more, but not much more. Only a few laps left. That's not the line, A-Dub. Goodness gracious me, that's not the track. Let alone the line, it's not the track. What is Scavney doing? He's getting rather erratic. AW keeping the pressure up on DMC man. Can the Ferrari hold their nerve? AW hoping that he has lower wings as well in the car in front, but it doesn't look like that's the case. DC Manaman is gaining on Scavney. Scavney goes to the inside to go defensive, and DC Manaman tries to go all the way around the outside, but that's the opportunity that AW was waiting for. But now it's a straight drag race between the three of them, and AW is going to get boxed out. Scavney on the outside, DC Manaman on the inside. They're going to be staying side by side. We've got a great view of this from AW. They do touch. AW has to lift off, though. There's no way past. The track is too tight, but here he goes for it now. He goes for the double overtake even. He's to the outside of all three of these guys. AW all over the curbing. No way he's made that stick. What have I actually just fucking witnessed? What on God's green earth was that? I mean, boy, what the hell? DC Manaman and Scavney have both just been royally mugged off. They're not even in his fucking. He's not even in his DRS anymore, bro. He's gone. It's Jova. Though he does have that 3-second time penalty, which means he's not even safe from dropping all the way down to P8 at this point. Dace getting a little bit closer to Calirob now, though. Calirob with a substantial ERS advantage, though. And that could come into play as we're in the closing laps of this race now. Only 7 laps remaining. Edwin is in control. He just needs to cruise to the finish now and keep his pace up. We see the sparks flying off the back of Calirob's Alfa Romeo as well. As Dace keeps it close. He's going to have the DRS on the next straight. He doesn't have much ERS to play with, though, and that's going to be a crucial factor. He needs to nail the traction out of this final corner in comparison to Calirob. But Calirob's gotten a decent exit there. Dace is going to deploy, and he's going to be using his DRS, but it's not going to be enough. We've got a car off. It's Hightower. Trying his best to ruin my night. Hello, game. Hello. What's going on? It's all kicking off. What's going on? Where am I? What's the timing is all glitched. Great, I now have a cough. That's a new one. The timing board seems to think that Sharia Coleslaw is the centre of the universe. Can we have timing fixed, please? Of course we can't. Of course we can't. Hightower decides he's going to pit, perhaps calling it a day. Does he finally accept the fact that he just can't seem to be able to drive? Nope, he's still going. Okay. Sharia Coleslaw picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings on trapping limits. That could be huge. At least it could be if we could see the gap behind and ahead, which we can't, because Codemasters don't know what they're doing. But here is the battle for P2. Dace on the inside, Calirob on the outside, and Dace can't find a way through just yet, though it's going to be a straight drag race to the next corner. And Dace does have the DRS, but he just doesn't get the traction as well as Calirob does. But Calirob's ERS is depleting at a much faster rate than Dace's, as he's having to burn the battery in order to keep his Alfa Romeo ahead. And you'd think it's only a matter of time until Dace manages to squeak past here, but we wait and see. can't wait for people to watch this back and just see a giant bird taking up like a solid sixth of the screen for no apparent reason. And they're going to wonder what the reason is. And the reason is we don't have a reason, to be brutally honest. If you're just tuning in, which let's be honest you aren't, or you're watching this in post, post it being, like, would you say in post? That's more like an editing term, I suppose. Unless we put it on like a DVD and then mail it to someone, then it'd be post. That'd be post. No, that would be post, because it would be post it being live. It'd be in the post, but it would also be post it being posted. It'd be after it was posted, so it'd be post. You'd be watching it in post. It's rather incredible. I digress. You'll see a bird on the screen anyway. If you're just tuning in, and you'll be thinking, why is there a bird on the screen? I don't know. I don't know why there's a bird on the screen. I don't know. I don't know why this race isn't finished yet. Because Codemasters decided we were having 2 safety cars for spins. Actually, I think one was Ray Lobo just being a Ray Bozo. Can I? I'm not gonna. No, it's too much effort. I'd have to make the screen black for like 2 minutes to pull that off. Let's not do that. Anyway, 4 laps remaining. Dace still all over the back of Calibob. Has Calibob got a little bit more ERS? He does have a touch more. So we come through the final corner, and Dace can't quite get the exit, shimmying around a little bit there, but he should be close enough here to put a challenge on into turn 1. Calibob goes defensive to the inside, but Dace wants the inside of the inside, and Calibob wants to sweep around the outside. Will those hard tyres give him the grip? It seems that they will for now, and Calibob lives to fight another lap. Dace so desperate to get past Cynical and Adub as well, also fighting. Cynical makes his way past. Let's keep watching this though. Is Dace going to go for anything reckless into the next corner? I doubt it, but there is a little bit of space there until it was closed off. It would be a foolish move, but we're also talking about Dace. Wow! Bro's having fun. Adub has mugged 2 drivers off in one go and then mugged himself off at the exact same corner. Who'd have thought it? And I think this will be finally the lap that Dace gets Calibob, though I hope it will not be, because hashtag fuck Dace. See, I'm ill when I try and do this commentary. It's incredible. Here's Dace's chance, but he's just not gaining enough, and now he is, finally, though, as we get up to the corner, but not as close as he was last time around. And that's perfect car positioning there from Calibob as well, to not give Dace the chance at the switchback. VTEC and Scavney battling as well, though VTEC's gone a little bit deep, and okay. Ruh-oh, Raggy. You already know what this is. Got him. Okay, talking about got him, will Dace finally get him? As we watch the number turn from 33 to 30. No, we won't. Nope. Oh yeah, we will actually, yeah. Edmund hasn't crossed the line yet. So we will see the penultimate lap of the race begin. Dace a little bit closer perhaps than last time, but he's just got no ERS left now at all. Calibob doesn't have too much either, to be fair, but... Oh, Dace gets a little bit of oversteer. That could cost him. He doesn't get the traction that he needs to accelerate out of that corner and challenge Calibob into the next corner, and Calibob survives yet again. apologise if I am neglecting anywhere else in the field currently, but this is the main battle to watch on track at the moment. Calirob versus Dace, and Dace just seems to be recovering a little bit more energy than Calirob is at this point as well. All of this could be a factor as we get onto what may be the final time that Calirob has to try and survive, and the final time that Dace can try and get past before this race's conclusion, because we are going on to the final lap of this race. Slayer Eyes pinning before he can be lapped. Good on him. This is it now, and I think Dace will get it. He's got a good line through there. To the inside goes Calirob, deploying his ERS, I bet, to defend, both with the flashing red light of doom. Dace goes for the outside, taps Calirob a little bit. Calirob perfectly positioned in his car. Dace gets a little bit of oversteer once more. Both of them using the ERS as we approach the next corner, and Calirob covers the inside. Dace desperate to try and get past him, and he could do it here. Actually, he's on the outside. That's going to turn to the inside, and they may be side by side as we approach this next corner. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is blockbuster stuff. A little bit of a side tap there as well, and Dace can't quite keep it steady. I apologise. This is it. Dace needs to make an audacious mid-lap pass if he is to take P2 in this race. But Calirob, he is not intending on allowing that to happen. This could be it. It is last chance saloon for a Dace. It is kitchen sink time. But there's nothing Dace can do. GSR Edwin crosses the line to take the win. Calirob is going to take P2 after defending tremendously well from Dace. Absolutely incredible battling there from Calirob. Dace takes P3, hashtag fuck Dace. DC Manaman is going to take P5, just behind Cynical in P4. Shrek also P6, then VTech, then Scavney, then A-Dub in P9, with Hightower soon to round off the top 10. And Slayer Eyes vibing in P11. Of course, mentioning Ray Lobo, he DNF'd, finished, well, didn't finish, but is classified, I suppose. I mean, he's not classified either. Is the 12th car, and Lanzi is the 13th, aka the last. Goodness gracious me. Slowrise leaves the session, no doubt wanting to skip the final classification, but we will not. We'll go through it one more time. GSR Edwin takes the win. Calirob takes P2. Nobody of note takes P3, and Cynical is in P4 with DC Manon in P5 in the Ferrari. Shrek Coleslaw P6 in the Haas. P7 is VTech in the McLaren, who was the last, I swear, for most of that race, but you know, he does what he does. Scavney P8 in the Williams and A-Dub in P9 after mugging off two different drivers and then himself in the space of a few laps. Hightower P10, P11 is Slayerized, P12 is Ray Lobo, and Lanzi P13. And that is going to conclude our stream here today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed. We could grab the race director, I suppose. Is that even possible? I don't even know. Could we scroll through it all in time? Well, if you need anything, I'm sure you could take a screenshot on there if you played it through at 0.5 times speed. That is going to conclude our race for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the creepy bird, hashtag fuck days, and I'll see you guys all next